Hey y'all, it's Tanya at TJ Paper Creations. I was going to work some more in my The Lord is My Shepherd journal. So, last time we stopped right here. We're working on this pocket, and I was deciding that I needed something there. And I wish before I had glued this down that I'd have took those corners off right there. But I didn't, so they're going to stay. I did find this a while ago that I thought that would go on there. Be pretty cute on there, so that's what I'm going to do first, is glue that down. So, how's everybody doing? I hope y'all are doing okay. We're doing alright. Doing okay. Okay, let's see if I can get this on there, because it's big enough that it barely fits on there. There we go. Alright, now let's see. I wonder if we need a little word label or something right there. Would be cute. Let me see. It's too big. Too big, too big. Let me see. Nope. I don't like that either. Yep, I like that. Pure in heart. Too gluey. So okay, that's another one glued down. I was kind of thinking I wanted something here, but I don't know what. Got this pocket tempo, a pocket template here. That would be cute, and it wouldn't cover up any of the writing on the Psalms. Let's see. Nope, it's gonna be too blendy, as is that. Let me see. I'm just making out some music paper here, I believe is what I'm going to do. Well, actually, this ain't music paper, it's just a scrapbook paper that had music on it. Let's see where I want to. Guess that didn't have a whole lot of nothing up. Let's do it over here on this side. Okay. Down and trace around it. My little template. Fight Poor Help. Oh, gracious. It must have been one of my mom and dad's old books. Boy, they used to love to read about what kind of foods were good to eat, what good for you, and which ones weren't, and what could fight this and fight that, as far as cancer and stuff like that. I can remember them telling me to certain things to eat too. I used to get migraines pretty bad. I actually haven't had one in years, praise the Lord for that. What in the world am I doing? Y'all, can y'all just see what I did? Oh my goodness. Sometimes I'm just crazy like that, y'all. I'm supposed to not be cutting one of those out. I'm supposed to be... Oh, goodness. I don't know what's up with me today. Don't know what's up with me today. Okay. Gosh, should I even turn the camera on? Yes, I did. Thank goodness. Because you know, that'd be like me too. Okay, let's try this again. Like I got time to be doing all this. Anyway, what I was talking about was I used to have get migraines pretty often, and when I was younger, and of course it's been years since I've had one that bad. I've had headaches, but not migraines, and but I used to get them so bad sometimes they just would not go away. I would end up in the hospital emergency room because after 3 days of that, I couldn't handle it anymore. So they would have to give me some morphine and some Phenergan. I guess they give you the morphine for the headache and then give you the Phenergan so you don't throw up from the morphine. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so yeah, and I always had to have somebody drive me home. Of course, my husband always took me anyway, so he would not let me drive with such a bad headache anyway, so he'd take me to the emergency room and I'd get a shot and then we'd go on, because you know, I had migraine medication to take, but sometimes I wouldn't get it taken quick enough, and then it wouldn't help. If you didn't get it, you didn't catch it soon enough, it did not help nothing. So, but I finally got, I don't know what happened. I've not had one in years, and I don't know what the deal is, because I still run across some of the stressors that used to give them to me, like being out in the sun. That was one of my worst ones. Ugh. I didn't have some sunglasses on or sunshades on when I was out in the sun, y'all. Oh yes, I would end up with a headache that night. A bad migraine. Ugh. But yeah, so, but I was just talking about this with a friend of mine the other day. I said, I don't understand what the deal is, because now, you know, I haven't had one in years, so I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it's from all the other medications I have to take nowadays for my diabetes, because I'm diabetic, so I have to take medicine for that, and then I have high blood pressure, so I have to take medicine for that, and because I didn't know even that I had any of this stuff until one day I had a stroke, and I ended up in the hospital emergency room, and they checked me in, and after they couldn't find it at first, and then they just doing a CT scan, so they checked me in and had me stay overnight, and the next morning they took me for a MRI, and that's when they found it. So yes, I was very fortunate that I think the good Lord was just giving me a warning, because I did not know. I hardly ever even went to the doctor. I was just never, didn't never feel bad, never felt sick. And so if I wasn't feeling bad or didn't feel sick, I wasn't going to the doctor. And most of my friends and family know too that I just ain't gonna go unless I gots to go, because I do not like going to the doctor. So, but anyway, so yeah, ended up having a stroke, and then they discovered that I had, of course, my blood pressure was high when I went in, so they already knew that I was having trouble with my blood pressure. And then they did my blood sugar, and found out I had checked it and found out I had diabetes, which was no surprise because my mother had it. So apparently sometimes that's just passed down, genetic, I guess. I don't know. I still have my own thoughts about some of this stuff that happens to us, but I'm not gonna get into all that either. So anyway, if some of these companies will quit throwing so much sugar and carbs into everything, with single thing we eat, But then again, you've got people that don't, that don't have diabetes and don't get it, and I don't understand why, because, and I was never a real big sweet eater anyway. Now I crave them because I can't have them. But, before then, I didn't crave sweets that much. But mine came from like the chips and the bread and the crackers and that kind of thing that I love so much. So yeah. Anyway, and my dad always used to say, everything in moderation, everything in moderation. So you can eat whatever you want to eat, you just can't eat so much of it. So that's what I've had to do now. Is cut down on a lot of that stuff. And of course, I found a lot of stuff, nowadays too. They're making this keto bread and tortillas and all that kind of stuff that's supposed to be better for you. I don't know if it is or not, but that's what they say anyway. But so anyway, so yeah, after taking all that kind of medicine, maybe my migraines just didn't stand a chance, no way, with it. I don't know. Because I really quit having them, though, before I even started doing that. And you know what kills me? I had a stroke, and I had been walking like 2 miles every day. Well, except for on Sundays. I didn't walk on Sundays. But, I had been walking 2 miles every day. I was trying to eat healthier and all that, and then stroke. Like, oh my gosh. So, I don't know. I don't know. Don't know what happened there, but whatever. Guess it was just intended to be. But anyway, I believe that the Lord just did that so that I could find out I needed some help there, because I didn't know any of this, because like I said, I never went to the doctor. So yeah, that doctor walked in from at the hospital, and after they found it, and this where it had the stroke, he said, well, because all it did really was it affected my left side, which is still a little my left side's still a little bit weak, I guess you could say. Even though I've tried to, you know, build it up or build it back up or whatever, it's still a little weak. But so yeah, he that's basically all that happened. Though, as far as I could talk fine, it didn't affect my speech. I guess that's why he told me I was lucky, because of where it happened. It didn't, you know, it didn't totally put me down. Now, my grandmother had one so severe that she was bedridden for, oh my goodness, it had been at least 10 or 15 years before she died. You know, and it was sad, because that's how I remember her too. You know, I still can remember some things, but for the most part, I just remember her being in the bed, you know, couldn't do anything, and one of my aunts had to care for her, you know, take care of her, and it was bad. So I guess that was on my dad's side of the family, so I guess I got the stroke from his side, and then the diabetes from my mama's side, and I was like, why can't y'all give me something good instead of passing along all the bad stuff? Give me some of the good stuff. Like my dad, oh, he was so intelligent, just a very smart man. Of course, he was, you know, a guidance counselor for one of the schools, local schools here, and yeah, just really smart. And then my mother, she, you know, she had a lot of musical talent, which I play the piano, but she played the piano, she played the guitar, she sang really well. She just, yeah, did really good. I don't know if I'm gonna, this is so busy here, I don't think I'm gonna put anything there, on that. That's one of those Lisa belly bands that we did. But now I want to put like an eyelet here, I think, and I'm gonna hang something from that. I believe that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I need to do it right this second, but since I'm thinking about it, that's what I'm gonna do. But let's see, the big one. Make sure I don't clip something else, because I've done that before too. Okay. Then let's find an eyelet that we want to use. Let's find a We Are eyelet, because some of those others don't. Some of those cheaper ones that I've bought from Amazon, they just don't lay as flat when you try to mash them. So let's try that. Let's see if I've got it on the, yeah. not going to hang anything in it right now, but I at least wanted to get it in there, so I wouldn't forget about it while I was thinking about it. So, alright, and then I guess I could put a word label or something there. I don't know, or a number label maybe, or something. Where's that one I had the other day that I liked? This one. I don't know. That paper's just so busy. Ugh. I like it, but it's busy. That's not gonna fit. That's too big. Let's see. Joey. Can't decide if I want it on that side or this side. I don't know. Huh. Well, since I can't decide, I'm going to leave it alone for now and come back to it later. That's normally what I have to do, because that's just not, none of that's working for me. So, okay, just leave it alone. Alright, this is going to be a pocket too, right here. And then the other side of that bag, let me see. Where is it at? Right here. Sometimes I glue these up, like just this one part, so then it's not such a big, because sometimes if it's too wide mouth and you don't have enough in it, it just, stuff falls out of it. And I don't like that. I don't want to lose none of my pretty stuff. So, I'm probably going to cover this with some paper. Let's see. Ugh, I can't stand when I do that. It's like scraping your finger on a chalkboard or something. Ugh, drives me crazy. Let's see. Get my head in the camera, but I'm trying to see. That's about good there. Okay, let's see. Well, one thing about these bags too is you can always count on that they are not very straight. No, they are not. It looks like it should be going this way. So that's the way we're going to do it. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that and then just leave that brown. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. piece of paper there. Okay. This is not even really showing up, but I'm trying to make sure I get the white core from the paper. Get it covered up so the white's not just blaring out at you. Alrighty, let's see. Oop, nope, don't you do it yet. Don't you do it. Y'all love how I like to talk to my paper. I'm telling it what it better and better not do. Alright, there we go. That's just a little shallow pocket too, but alright, now on this side, I think I'm just gonna want some jaggedy edges. Okay, let's do that. Let's start out with that as a base anyway. See what happens. Alright, let's see. First, and I'm gonna go ahead and glue it down because we know we want this down for sure. Alright, now what can we put on it? Got a bunch of these little thingies too. Queen City Printing Ink Company. Catalog of ferns. Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty. We could do that, and then I don't know what is up with me itching here lately. My nose was itching the other day. Now my hands itching. Oh, let's see here. I kind of rather have that on the bottom. What about that? Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. colors because those two, the labeling that was a little too similar in color. I'm thinking maybe that's what it was. I don't know. This one's a little smaller though. That might work better. Like that. Yeah, I like it. I like it okay. Sounds like I'm just beating something to death when I'm putting my glue on. Okay. I don't think I inked that either. I see some white around the edge there. Too, though. That's way too long. I've been on here, you guys, but because I'm always forgetting to look at the time to see. And it's not that I really, you know, I don't care about the length of the video, but our Wi-Fi is not too swoofed around here, so if I do one too long, it takes forever to upload it. So, I guess I'm going to eventually have to check into something like that, getting something different than what I've got currently. Okay, so we got that done, that done. We didn't do anything to that but put an eyelet in it. I put that on there, and then we decorated that. So we got a few little things done. So yeah, this paper's so thin, I wasn't gonna put anything just write on, use it to write on. That's thin. Now this would be cute, is what I was thinking right there. As a little small pocket. Let's just go ahead and put that on right quick too, because this really doesn't, I don't think it'll have to have anything much on it. Because it's so decorative looking anyway. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a, because it almost looks like initials, but I don't think it is. But it does look like it's better that side up. So let's see. Okay. I could have put a little punched a little thumb notch or something at the top, but I didn't. And I don't always do that anyway, but okay, that's a little small. That could, have room for something like that. Like that. Or it could have something even taller in there. Yeah. Yes, that will work. Okay. Good deal. Okay, well, we got a pretty good bit done, I guess. Well, for me anyway, because I'm so slow. So slow. When I'm not on camera, I'm not slow. I can do it in a hurry, but y'all, something about when I get on here, I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm too busy talking. But sometimes I don't even talk. I just sit here and I know y'all probably get bored. Because I'm not saying anything or doing anything. Well, I'm doing something. I'm just not saying a whole lot while I'm doing it. I think I'm going to leave that open in the back for a pocket on this one too. Yep, I think that's what I want to do. Hopefully that'll, might should use Fabri-Tac on those, on that stitching. That thread. Okay. And then this was an envelope, so it'll have something that can go in there. So pocket there, pocket there, pocket there, and then I'm going to put that on the back right there. Let's just go ahead and glue that down right quick too. Let me think. I don't want glue there because I'm going to leave that open for a pocket too. Ooh, girl. Y'all, I just can't drive glue straight. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I don't want anything up on that part because it's so fragile, like. Okay. Yeah, I probably should have used my Barely Arts glue. Of course, when something's in the pocket, you're not going to be able to see that anyway, but still. I may put me a little something there. I don't know. If I quit pulling on things till the glue gets dry, it'll be okay. Alright, there you go. I think that's all we're going to do for today, guys. I may go on through and later and just try to maybe get some of the pockets glued on, and then we'll come back and start filling them up. So, okay, guys, I hope y'all have a good day. I hope you will give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you wouldn't mind. I would really appreciate it. And so yeah, so have a good one. God bless.